Yo, what's up?
Hi.
My name is Charlie. The date is June 23rd, 2024. I'm gonna go over my pedal board. Here's how I get these sounds like this, or like this. Hopefully you enjoy, and I'll show you what I do and how I get these sounds. The amp in air quotes that I'm gonna be using is this Flecko karaoke machine I thrifted. The speaker blew, so I had to change the speaker. I put a car speaker in it, so it sounds pretty crazy. I'll show you my clean tone. Neck pickup. First thing we have that's necessary is a tuner pedal. Tuner pedal is what I should have used before I showed you my clean tone. So I'm gonna use it now, but it just kills the audio. So like, and I could tune my guitar. See, I'm a little flat. Next pedal on my board as of June 23rd is the Sub and Up Octave pedal. I'll play it with these settings, and so it's like a little bit of sub, a little bit of up, a little bit of dry, and no below sub, because I don't really find a use for it, but we're gonna use it on the, it's on poly right now. I want it on classic. Actually, everything is gonna be at noon besides the sub octave. All right, cool. Let me show you how that sounds. You'd be asking like, why aren't you using the poly mode? Wouldn't it make more sense? You could play chords, right? Here's why I like it. You see how fucked that is? It's like crazy. It's pretty gnarly. And then it tracks better too. So I just like it. It's like. Sounds kind of like an organ. Speaking of organ, if you put it to the tone print knob in the middle, so like that little switch I just showed you, watch this. That's an organ, right? That's pretty cool. So yeah, I like this pedal a lot. I don't really use it that often anymore. I used to use it a lot. You can do cool stuff like post-punky stuff where you can go like with distortion and like a slapback. It sounds pretty cool. Like, but I'll go over that when I go over like maybe some of the sounds I do with this. But for now, we don't have to worry about it. The pedal I want to show is the Attack Decay pedal. This is, it says tape reverse simulator, and it has like a distortion circuit. I don't really like using the distortion circuit that much, so I'm just gonna completely cut it out. Basically what this does is, it's like a slow gear pedal, if you guys know what that is. Yeah, it gives your guitar ADSR, so Attack and Decay. So I'll show you what that sounds like. All right, so what do you mean like giving your guitar ADSR? Like, do you think you're playing like a synthesizer? The answer is yeah, I do. And so here's what I mean. Oh, it's on polyphonic mode. I hate the polyphonic. I only like the polyphonic mode on this if I want my guitar to sound like an MP3 file from 2003. Do you see what I mean? But if I take off polyphonic, you'll see exactly how much better it sounds. Hold on, I'm just gonna unplug my phone charger. So some other sounds you could do with this are turn this down, put it on polyphonic mode, and you put the attack up a little bit and the decay all the way down. You hear like how weird that is? Like, what is it doing? It sounds like a freaking MP3 file. Yeah, the audio can't come through. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this. I could do a whole video that's like an hour long on all the different things you could do with the Attack Decay. That's that one. All right, next pedal. So the next pedal I'm going to show you is the Tube Screamer. There's like some bad settings on here, like the volume's all the way up on here, and don't do that. That's just not a good idea. But that was when I first got this pedal, and I just never took it off. yeah, this was free, and I mean, I'm not gonna go through the story of how I got all these pedals, but yeah, this one I got for free from somebody, and it's pretty cool, and it just does a little bit of drive with a little bit of mid boost. I use it when I'm gonna take a solo. I turn this on and I cut through, and I turn the level up maybe sometimes in like the drive. Don't tell anyone. Zone, it's just kind of like, again, my clean tone. I'll turn on the tube screamer. Right? It's just like a nice little drive. I don't know, I don't really know. Watch a video on a tube screamer. This is how I use it. Next pedal is like my always on drive, and they're kind of out of business, so I don't really care. It's the OCD by Full Tone, but I taped it up because I didn't want anyone to see what it was if they were at my show or something and they wanted to see what pedals I was using and they maybe were gonna buy something. I taped it up because people do that sometimes. And yeah, this is like always on, like at all times. It's a really good sounding overdrive. If you're like, oh, wow, I don't want to buy a used one and I don't want to support this company that, I don't know, do your own research. If you want to support them, go ahead. But I decided I didn't want to support them anymore. And I got this pedal as a gift too. I just, you know, I don't want to give them advertising. And the EHX glove is a good alternative. It's just a great distortion. Also, sorry, my karaoke machine's picking up the radio right now. So you're hearing, hopefully not Guns N' Roses, because that might get, I don't want to get striked, but cool. This is my always on drive. Sorry for the yap session. This is it. Isn't it just so good? It's so good. And it's so versatile. So the drive's like really low. If I turn it up to like the opposite side of it, so you saw how it was like at 9 o'clock, now it's at 3 o'clock. That's pretty driven, and the volume's not even loud enough to like start breaking up the amp, I wouldn't say. Maybe there's a little bit of clipping going on. I mean, I'm playing through a karaoke machine, for God's sake, but I love this thing. Put my fuzzes. Right now I have the Big Muff op amp. Settings kind of vary. When I'm playing live, I just turn the sustain kind of all the way up because YOLO. The volume about halfway because that's unity. This is a good fuzz pedal because you put the volume halfway and it's actually unity volume. Because if you're like me, and so this board, this entire thing, I plug it in somewhere into any amp and I get all the sounds I want ever. So that's like why, that's like the ethos behind this board. So I hate when fuzz pedals, like I have to turn the volume down to like here and it's like blowing the amp to shreds and like the sound guy wants to kill me. This is a good pedal because it doesn't do that. So if you're looking for that, this is your go-to. But if you're just like gonna hit a fuzz pedal and blow through your Marshall full stack, like that's chill too. Like I don't judge you, and that's a great sound. I wish I could do that, but I set my stuff up this way and I'm never gonna change it. Yeah, tone kind of here, tone off, tone on, doesn't really matter. My clean sound, my fuzz sound, right? I mean, it's just a fuzz. I can't, it's too late for me to really show you, but. Cool, all right, my neighbors are gonna kill me. All right, next, another like, for when I play guitar in bands for people, this is kind of like my always on thing. And the reason why is I have it on vibrato mode. So there's like a little switch, it's a chorus, it's the JSS 3 Series chorus on vibrato mode. It's just like all the knobs at noon. Like this guy I know does this, the JHS guy. Sorry, I can't remember his name at this very moment, but I know who he is. And you know, I've watched like a ton of his videos like back in the day, and yeah, he kind of has like a vibrato always on, and that's kind of how I use this, and it sounds amazeballs. And you could do some crazier stuff like get the rate and the depth of, but I'll show you how I use it, and you probably won't even be able to tell it's on because you could really only tell when reverb's on, but I'll show you, you'll probably be able to hear it. Like a time-based effect afterwards, you could really tell that there's like some modulation happening, but for now, Oh, you could hear it. I just kind of had that on when I'm like doing all this stuff. So you turn on like a... That digital delay now sounds analog. Let's talk about the digital delay. Boss DD3 that I got from someone, and yeah, this thing's pretty cool. You can get like all these different sounds. If you want to see someone really use this pedal, like I'm talking like has 2 or 3 on their board, check out Tom Morello. The way I use it is I have it on the long setting, and I use this as like my long delay. Sometimes I'll use this as like this sound on like the medium. If you go like, that's a great sound. Turn the feedback up. Yeah, just like a messy delay throw type of thing. But how I use it is I just kind of peak the feedback kind of at noon time, around noon, and the level here. And I do like time-based stuff, so. Well, a fun challenge about it is like when I'm doing time-based stuff with this, especially when I'm playing guitar for bands, for example, my band Samsara, I go live on the floor and I just, like while I'm playing a chord, like, I'm like, oh, that's way too fast. And then I go like, and now I'm in time with the drums, and I get the drummer to like, I'll count the song off and like make sure everyone's in time with me. That's basically it. Really cool. So I'll show you what I do with this usually. Just so like, it's like way heavy. It just like, that's how I use it. What I use for delay noise, and I use it for slapback. So here's the slapback settings, and this is the Echoplex emulation. Tape delay. I got it because I like tape delay, and I wanted to have a digital and a tape delay separate so I can, I don't know. Some people might be like, why do you have 2 delays on your board? And it's like, because it's sick. Like, check this out. Wait. Pretty sick. Show you the greatest reverb pedal in the world, the Dark World. There's a shimmer, and there's some Hall plate spring. There's a bunch of different things. There's like dip switches. Here's how I use it. Ready? I'll show you the shimmer and I'll show you the Hall. But I kind of just like, whenever I'm at a venue or something, I'll just like flip and be like, I like this one today. And then like, you know, you got your mix, you got your dwell, your pre-delay. Ooh, the pre-delay is great on this pedal. Love how it makes it sound good, and the tone to taste. But I have it like here for some reason, but you know, maybe you want it darker. Cool. Let me show you. All right, so like, I don't know, I use this maybe like once or twice on my latest record. Rock mixtape for Awkward and Sad Wolves, but that's the Hall. So like, you know, you got your dry sound, like Hall. These are the settings I just showed you too, so if you're curious. Here's the shimmer. Shimmer and Hall. Amazeballs. This pedal, I'm kind of always finding new ways to use it. It's the Kinotone Ribbons pedal, and it's the greatest purchase I've ever made. Like, hands down. If you're a guitar player and you're into weird sounds, all I gotta say is like, just get one of these. Actually, don't, because I want to be the one who gets sponsored. But I'm just joking. I'm not gonna gatekeep. This is the I'm not gatekeeping anymore video. I don't ever really gatekept, but whatever. Here's my okay. Let me explain what this thing does. Okay, so it's called Ribbons, and it's called Ribbons because it's a 4-track cassette emulator. So there's like 4 different things here you could adjust the knobs on. I can't even go through all of it right now. It's just too much to deal with. But on here, I'm on the green one. This is the mix, and there's like different modes I'm gonna show. So first I'm gonna show you like the way I've just been doing it, which this is like a tape stop and start, which by the way, like the best tape stop start sound I've ever heard in my life, and you can do such cool things with it on the guitar or on your synthesizer or whatever. It's got stereo ins and out. It's an amazing thing. So does this have stereo ins and out? I'm pretty sure this should have. But oh my god, check out this sound. Ready? You're gonna hear the craziest tape flange ever. Oh! There's a 4-track cassette looper in here that you could adjust the pitch of each freaking channel. Are you joking? Do you hear how crunchy that is? What is the sound? That's awesome. Who's doing that? Kinotones is. 9 different modes. So, what is this one? Well, I just set it to the stutter mode, and you're gonna hear some stutters. Dare I say more? I have nothing else to say. You hear this all over my music. I used to do it by just chopping up the audio file. On Rough Night, I would chop up the audio file whenever I wanted to stutter. And then I got this pedal, and now I could do it live. Look. That's sick, right? That's pretty cool. All right, here's some sounds that I typically get from this setup. So here's like a spacey sound. This is like delay, reverb, vibrato, and my always on drive that I mentioned earlier. Charlie, that's too much delay. Charlie, that's way too much delay. Turn that level down on that delay. No, there's no shimmer. Do you hear how lush that is? The depth, the modulation from the vibrato with the reverb and the delay. No delay. How about no reverb, just delay and vibrato. Are you kidding me? That sounds gorgeous. That's beautiful. I honestly have nothing else to show. Here's the octave and the slap, and a little bit of tube screamer drive, just to get some like what I'm talking about. Pretty post-punky, pretty weird. That's a cool sound. That's kind of how I use this. Insert fuzz before some of this stuff. Like, you know, like fuzz before the stutter. I can't really be too loud, so I'm gonna turn the fuzz like way down. But I'll show you like what the fuzz with the stutter is. This is like my favorite. My pedal board. So thank you for watching. I'm probably gonna upload more videos. I'm trying to learn how to record my computer screen right now without my computer losing its mind. I need to get a new one. It's an old MacBook Pro that's just like the battery's expanding, so I can't. This is why I'm uploading to YouTube. I want to start. I want people to give me money. I want to buy a new computer. I've been trying to do it for forever, so let's get that going. Thank you. And that's my pedal board. I could go over like my recording setup next, but yeah, that's how I get all my guitar sounds.